Observe, not to change, but to see that there is nothing to change. I greet you with the silence of the Himalayas. Babaji. Before the world was born, there was an infinite silence that is your nature. You came here seeking meditation, seeking peace, seeking awakening. But I ask you, what are you seeking that you have never lost? Meditation is not something you need to learn. Meditation is something you already are. Meditation does not come after a series of techniques, it comes when all techniques are dissolved. When you sit down, close your eyes, try to calm your mind. In that very effort, you have already left meditation. For meditation is not in the effort, but in the witnessing of that effort. I have seen so many people who have spent decades chanting, controlling their breathing, straining themselves in discipline. And in the end, they have only become more tense in their spirituality, because they try to shut out what God wants them to see. Meditation is not about making the mind quiet. Meditation is about realizing that even when the mind is noisy, there is a part of you that is never disturbed. Look at the Himalayan night sky. Clouds move, the wind blows, the stars change. But the sky remains the same. In the same way, your mind may be full of thoughts, emotions, memories, but there is a sky of consciousness within you. Untouched, undisturbed, never born, never dead. That is the real you. That is where I live, within you. And so today, I say to you, do not try to meditate. Just see what is happening within you, and let the light of knowing shine upon that very mind. This is the secret that all enlightened beings have realized. When you no longer want to control the flow carries you back to the source. When you no longer want to grasp the light becomes you. Take a deep breath, my child. Right now, you are in meditation. There is no need to change anything. Just know that the one who sees this is the eternal light. Misunderstanding of meditation, illusion of the meditate. People have misunderstood meditation for too long. They have made meditation into a skill, an action to achieve something. They say, I will meditate to be peaceful. I will meditate to become enlightened. But as soon as you say I will, you have created someone separate from it. In that moment, two things are born. An I who is trying and a goal to achieve. And right between those two shadows, meditation disappears. I tell you with infinite love, there is no meditator. There is only meditation. It happens by itself when I disappears. You ask me, but if there is no meditator, who is meditating? I smile. That question is the biggest illusion. Just like the wave asks the ocean, if there is no me, who is the water? Meditation is not about making the mind better. Meditation is about seeing that the mind is not you. Observe, just observe. When a thought arises, I am sad, see, a cloud is floating. When a memory comes back, see, a breeze is blowing. When a fear takes hold of your heart, see, a cloud temporarily covering the sun. And then, just look, no need to push it away, no need to hold on. You will see the miracle. Everything dissolves in the light of witnessing. When you no longer resist, the energy of the mind has nowhere to cling. It flows back to the center, to the source of knowing. That is the moment when true Zen happens. 1 minute in that state, where you just see without interfering, is worth more than 60 years of sitting in ignorance. Why? Because in that minute, consciousness is no longer divided. There is no seer, no seen. There is only the light of pure knowing, knowing yourself. That is the gateway to liberation. No need for beliefs, no need for forms, no need for time. Just see. See not through the eyes, not through the mind, but through the heart of knowing. Meditation is not forced silence, but the silence of deep understanding that everything is happening and nothing needs to be changed. Try this right now. Sit still just for a minute. No trying, no pushing, no reaching. Just see what comes and let it go. If you do it completely, in that one moment you will understand my whole path. For the truth is not at the end of the journey. It is revealed in this moment when the seeker stops seeking. The secret of watching the mind when the mind no longer holds it. I ask you, who is talking in your head when you are silent? That question may shake your mind, because when you really look into it, you will find no one. There is only knowing that is illuminating itself. That is the beginning of awakening. You have been taught since childhood that the mind is the most precious thing, that you must think, must calculate, must learn to live better. But I tell you, the mind is not a guide. It is just a recording of the past, a tool, not a master. The mind is like a sky full of clouds. The more you run after the clouds, the more you forget the sky. When you begin to observe, when you simply look at the clouds without judging, the wind of awareness begins to blow and the clouds dissipate. No need to chase them away, just see. When you begin to see, imagine you are sitting by a river. Water flows, leaves drift, birds chirp. If you try to stop the river, it will burst its banks. But if you just sit and observe, a magical moment happens. You are no longer separate from the flow. Your mind is the same. It is a river of memories, desires, fears. But the observer, who just sees without being swept away, is the source of life itself. When you observe, you take energy out of thoughts. Thoughts live on the energy of your attention. When you stop paying attention in an assimilated way, they lose fuel and dissolve. A person who has practiced mindfulness correctly will begin to see that the flow of thoughts is weakening, not because you resist it, but because the light of seeing is stronger than the darkness of thinking. 2. The power of energy when mind is minded. I want you to understand this more deeply. Energy always moves in the direction of attention. When you are caught up in thinking, energy flows into the mind. It feeds endless cycles of fear, comparison, desire. But when you just observe, the energy no longer goes into the mind. It goes back to the source, to the center of the spine, to the cosmic heart within you. Then a pure light shines forth. You can feel it like a gentle electric current running down the spine, like a gentle warmth spreading throughout the chest, like a causeless peace. That is the energy of consciousness returning home. When that energy is no longer dissipated into illusion, it becomes the flame of awareness. You don't have to make an effort, because the energy itself purifies and liberates. 3. Feeling natural detachment. When you observe, a miracle happens. You realize you are no longer attached to any emotion. Anger comes, you look. It dissolves. Fear comes, you look. It dissolves. Joy comes, you look. It dissolves. And then you see everything is just waves in the ocean of stillness. This detachment is not cold. It is the purest love. Because only when you do not identify do you truly see and accept everything as it is. People who do not understand meditation think that detachment means indifference. No, my child. Detachment is loving without attachment. It is seeing without possessing. It is understanding without fixing. It is the love of God. He sees everything, knows everything, yet remains silent within everything. For the instant awakening effect. When you reach the state of pure observation, time seems to stop. The mind no longer moves. There is only infinite presence, luminous and silent. In that moment, you immediately understand things that 60 years of practice could only simulate in theory. Because when you truly see, there is nothing more to learn. The learner himself has dissolved into the light of selfless knowledge. I tell you, 1 minute of true observation equals 60 years of wrong meditation. Because in that moment, the energy is no longer divided in two. There is no longer I observing the mind. There is only pure knowing illuminating oneself. It is the door of samadhi. The moment when the seer, the seen, and the act of seeing dissolve into one. Observe. Not to change, but to see that there is nothing to change. When you understand this thoroughly, all suffering ceases not because it is resolved, but because the sufferer has dissolved into the light of the witness. Experience practice 1 minute awakening meditation. Become a witness of all movements within. I tell you, 1 minute of right meditation can open a door that many wandering lives have never seen. Sit down, or if you are standing, feel your feet touching the ground. Feel Mother Earth holding you in silence. Everything else, let me guide you. 1. Enter the sacred space within. Close your eyes. Not to hide from the world, but to open up to the real world within. Relax your shoulders. Feel the breath coming in like the breeze of the spirit touching your chest. Feel the breath going out like the whisper of the ocean dissolving into nothingness. No need to control. No need to breathe deeply or slowly. Just feel the natural breath as if you were watching a child sleep. Do you see? The moment you just watch the breath, there is a small but sacred separation. There is a breath happening and someone is aware of it. That someone, God in you. 2. Start watching the mind. Now, you don't have to try to stop the thoughts. Actually, let them come like clouds. Your mind may be saying, "Am I doing it right? What is Babaji's meditation like? When will I feel the energy?" Good. Let them come. And just look. No need to answer. No need to push them away. No need to try to be quiet. Just know. There is a part of you that sees all this. That part is not caught up. Does not judge. Does not want to fix. That part is the light of witnessing. Let that light spread. 3. Let the mind move, you just stay. When you let go of the desire to meditate well, a gentleness comes over you. The mind begins to move like a breeze through the leaves. Thoughts come, go. Emotions arise, cease. Everything flows, but you no longer flow. Like the surface of a lake in the morning, if you do not disturb it, the water is clear and the sky reflects itself. Do not resist anything you feel. If there is sadness, just see it. If there is fear, just see it. If there is peace, just see it. Because as soon as you see, you are already separated from that energy. And it is in that small gap between the seer and the seen the gateway to liberation opens. For the moment of awakening, when the observer dissolves. Now, I want you to realize this more deeply. When you look at a thought, ask in silence, who is looking? You will see there is no real anyone. There is only knowing looking at knowing. That moment is meditation. There is no meditator, no technique, only pure light knowing itself as light. Everything dissolves in absolute simplicity. There is nothing to attain. There is no one to attain. There is only infinite presence, motionless and alive. This is the moment of true awakening. One moment like this can erase all the years you have spent searching outside. 5. Understanding after experience. After meditation, you may feel everything becomes more transparent. Sounds are clearer, light is softer, and the feeling of I am here becomes deep and still. Don't call it a success. Don't remember it as a spiritual experience. Just know that true meditation has happened. Meditation is not to be achieved, but to be realized. Realize that all along, even when you were busy in your thoughts, a part of you has never lost this knowing. 6. Bringing meditation into every moment. Now you ask me, how do you maintain this state in your life? I say, don't maintain it, live it. Meditation is not something you do for 10 minutes every morning. It is how you are present in every moment. When you eat, know that you are eating. When you talk, know that you are talking. When you are angry, know that you are angry. When you love, know that you love. That knowing turns every action into meditation. There is no need to separate life from meditation. For meditation is the natural state of life when it is not covered by the mind. From witness to source. When you are just a witness, you see everything, but you have not yet become the source. You stand outside, you look at life with the light of awareness. But once you are fully established in awareness, a miracle begins to happen. You realize that the observing light is also the source that gives birth to all forms. At this point, you are no longer just a knower, you are the living intelligence that knows itself. That is when God is no longer a concept, but your very breath, your very gaze, your very cells. The enlightened person does not stop at seeing the truth, but becomes the very truth that is creating and operating in the universe. When consciousness begins to create, when your mind is so quiet that there is no longer a boundary between the observer and the observed, the pure consciousness within you begins to vibrate like the first vibration of the universe. It is the creative energy of Brahman, the energy of the Creator, that is rising within you. Every thought you think, if it comes from a state of silent witness, will carry the creative frequency corresponding to the will of God. And this is the greatest secret that very few people realize. Only when you completely want nothing, everything will come to you. Because you become a pure channel of the universe. There is no I involved, no ambition, no fear. There is only the flow of the spirit, prana, the creative energy through you, creating from no mind. I tell you this. When you create without I, every action of yours carries the power of healing. A word from you can dissolve anger. A look from you can awaken compassion in another. A small action of yours can cause the surrounding energy to change. It is no longer you who is doing the action. It is the source expressing itself in this human form. In that state, you no longer differentiate between meditation and life. Because every moment is meditation. Everything you do, whether washing dishes, talking, or walking, is the movement of God in you. It is action meditation, the art of living in God.